Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting on a Fan. I don't usually record videos where I'm displaying my torso, but I am only beginning to recover from having the flu, and well, if I showed you my face, oh, let's just say that even the most manly and butch of you would be screaming like a girl. You'd be making a sound much higher than that. So, I look far from pretty. And I am quite vain. I am feeling a lot better, and I am profoundly and enormously and ginormously blessed to have an amazing and beautiful and wondrous and wonder-filled life partner / divine consort who has been taking outstanding care of me. In fact, he even brought me a large café con leche and 3 empanadas with guayaba y queso. Or, let me say it the gringo way, empanadas with guava and cheese. So I am starting to feel better. Generally speaking, it's a Capricorn thing that we sun sign Capricorns, we almost never get sick. When we get sick, it lasts far too long for our tastes, far too long for our preferences. And after we get sick, we recover, and then we don't get sick for like years. And literally, that's the case. I honestly do not recall the last time I got sick. And I certainly don't recall the last time I had the flu. I do, however, remember I think it was in 1 week, back in 2010, I had a Reiki treatment and a Rising Star Healing Energy treatment in the same calendar week. And that did me right, and I didn't get sick for years. So I know I need to have a Reiki treatment and either a Rising Star Healing treatment and or a Vortex Healing Energy treatment in the same calendar week so that I can like be boosted up again. I really look bad. And I don't mean to... I know that saying bad things about myself is not a good thing because it disempowers me and whatnot. But I feel like crap. I still do. However, there are things that need to get done, and you know what? Capricorns are the workaholics of the zodiac, and we will do things because we need to do things. Plus, you know, I've been watching American Idol, and there are times when I watch American Idol and I think that maybe I'm not doing enough for my own career. And then I'm being reminded about, you know, sometimes I need to actually work. Oh, this is my belief. I work. I need to work at following my bliss, or I need to put some work into following my bliss. With that being said, right now the time is approximately 4:35 p.m. and the current date is Thursday, March 10th, 2016. I would like to acknowledge my newest YouTube subscribers. One of them changed her YouTube username, so technically she's become a newer subscriber. Her new username is Honeybee Priestess, which I love. I'm like, yeah, Honeybee Priestess. That works for me. And then Kari, I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly, which she has this beautiful image of this emerald green rose. I was just like, ooh. And the old lantern, which is so funny because, you know, I am long overdue to purchase a Brooklyn lantern. And I see these Brooklyn lanterns and I'm like, you know, I need to buy one of those. So having said that, I've acknowledged my newest YouTube subscribers. welcome. May you receive divine radiance, divine prosperity, and divine peace from following my YouTube channel. In the meantime, I wanted to talk about some changes that have taken place at Catland. So, as you know, and as I have lovingly said in virtually every video that I've made about Catland's Oracle of Dreams salons, Black Mirror salons, as well as their respective thank you videos, they have been very well received, and they have been very successful. And Catland has been divinely guided to make some changes. And I'm going to wait a little bit until those sirens pass. Urban living, what can I say? So, by the way, you know, I'm not a big, my computer tech person has just installed Windows 10. I have no problem with Windows 10, but Windows 10 really didn't mesh well with my computer, which really bitched me out because I was loving the colors and the icons, and I'm like, ooh, but yeah, I needed to go back to Windows 7. So, yeah. Alright, enough of that sidebar. So Catland has been divinely guided to make some changes. Some of those changes I can now tell you because the wonderful cosmically charged co-owners, the marvelous Melissa and the beautiful Brian, have given me the go-ahead to make these changes, to let people know what's been happening, or what's going to happen, or both. So, the last official Oracle of Dreams Tarot and Astrology Salon was on Sunday, February 7th, 2016, and the last official Black Mirror Salon was on Sunday, February 21st, 2016. Now, not for nothing, but some of you might have been wondering, well, why didn't Robert make a video about the Black Mirror Salon in March, or the Oracle of Dreams in March? I purposely kept silent for a moment because some of you may have been like, I didn't think about that. I'm going to skip ahead a little bit. One of the things that Spirit, or as I call her, Goddess, has been telling me is that every year means something. Every year is the year of something. For example, 2010, or rather 2010, was the year of the Enchanted Empress. 2015 was the year of taking it to the next level. This year, 2016, is the year of divine completion. Please do not assume that you have all the time in the world to do something. I know instinctively that some of you are like, oh, I'll go next month. Oh, I'll go next month. Oh, I'll do it next month. Oh, I'll do it some other time. Well, you don't have that option. Listen, I used to be one of those people that would do things ongoingly. And then last year, some divine orchestration took place, and what happened was this year, 2016, the year of divine completion, I took a sabbatical from leading group metaphysical classes, participating in group metaphysical classes, participating in group rituals and group spell work, and participating in group energy healing workshops. And some of you got pissed. Some of you were like, this fucking bitch Robert, how fucking dare him? Well, if things had happened differently, maybe I'd still be doing it. But I knew, see, I don't believe that blame helps anything. I don't believe that blaming somebody else for my problems, or saying, well, if this person didn't do this, and if this person had done that, then my life would be beautiful, happy, wealthy, whatever, because you know what? That's bullshit. That is utter, complete, and total bullshit. Because you know what, ladies and gentlemen? If anybody has the right to say, well, this person screwed my life over, it's me. But see, I remember what it's like to play the victim. And ladies and gentlemen, I can play the victim like nobody's business. I know some of you think that you can play the victim better than me. Ooh, that's called denial. Denial, ladies and gentlemen, denial. I know some of you think you could be a better victim than me. No, you can't. No, you can't. Sorry, I'm just readjusting my toga. I don't like playing the victim because I remember what it felt like to play the victim. And playing the victim did not prosper me financially. Playing the victim did not make me happy. Playing the victim did not make me physically healthy, emotionally healthy. It certainly did not connect me so deeply and so profoundly to all the celestial beings that are sacred to me. So I decided that I got sick and tired of being sick and tired of being the victim. But make no mistake, I can still play the victim like nobody's business. I can play the victim. I can play my ass off playing the victim. And I can do it without breaking a sweat, without thinking. But do I want to be a victim? No. Did I like being a victim? No. Do I want to go back to being a victim? No. Do I want to be a living God? Absolutely. Do I want to be incredibly wealthy and incredibly powerful? Absolutely. Do I want to be so enormously free in every aspect of my life? Without a doubt. Okay, so that's sidebar number 2. So now I really want to be focused. Now, what is going to take place over the next few months is that Catland has maintained its partnership with Atlas Obscura, and beginning in the springtime, they are going to have these quarterly reading fairs that will be larger and more formal. And I don't know exactly when they will begin. As many of you know, I'm Mr. Literal. Spring officially begins on Sunday, March 20th. I would utterly love if by that date there was an official date of a Catland Atlas Obscura partnership of a reading fair. But if that happens, that's great. And if that doesn't happen, then as soon as I know, I'll happily let you know. In the meantime, Catland is also partnering with a restaurant that is a few blocks from Catland. It is called Terra Firma. And in exactly 7 days, oh, I didn't even realize that. No, actually, in exactly 2, wow. I'm a week ahead. This happens, and it's so funny because I sent a broadcast email earlier, and I wrote in exactly 7 days on, wow. I just realized I made a major faux pas. Every once in a while, I'm a week ahead, and I don't realize it, and then I'm like, oh, okay. So I sent a broadcast email stating that in exactly 7 days from today, which is not Thursday, March 24th, but Thursday, March 17th, I'm going to be giving readings at Terra Firma. But guess what? Exactly 7 days from today is March 17th. Now, you know what pisses me off? Nobody emailed me to say, you know, Robert, you might have the date wrong, because March 17th is 7 days from today. March 24th is 14 days from today. Nobody even bothered to correct me. I'm like, So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reread the broadcast email I sent. Wow. See, unfortunately, there are things that I need to do that are time sensitive, and it doesn't matter how crappy I feel, I need to do them. So, oh wow. That's, a lot of emotions are running through my mind right now. So, in exactly 14 days, or 2 weeks, on Thursday, March 24th, 2016, from 8 to 11 p.m., I'm going to be giving readings at Terra Firma. Now here's the interesting thing. There is not going to be an entry fee like there was at Catland's monthly salons. From what I understand, there is no minimum food or beverage minimum purchase. And all the readings will be paid for in cash. And there is also, what was I going to say? There is also the possibility of a sign-in sheet in use if it gets busy. Now, I have a confession to make. In the past, I've given readings where a sign-in sheet was used. I hope and pray that I'm not going to be in charge of the sign-in sheet, because historically, every time I've been in charge of the sign-in sheet, it never goes well. And calling out a person's name strains my voice. And those of you that have had readings with me, you know all too well that I do a lot of talking during my readings. So, and I've given readings in restaurants before. So, I definitely do not want to do anything to strain my voice, especially when I'm giving readings. So I hope and pray that somebody else is in charge of the sign-in sheet. Because if I'm put in charge of the sign-in sheet, that's not going to go well. Anyway, I'm definitely going to include the information on Catland's website, Terra Firma's website, Atlas Obscura's website, and of course the web link to the blog post about this particular accompanying blog post to this video, which I already began doing, but then I realized, you know what, I'm better off doing the video now. That way I can upload it when the blog post is complete. If any of you have any questions about this, please submit a comment. If you want to submit a comment on the blog post, you're more than welcome to do that. If you want to email me directly to make it more private, you're more than welcome to do that. Just make sure you write in the subject line Terra Firma Readings or Terra Firma NYC Readings Salon. Yeah, that's better. Terra Firma NYC Reading Salon. And that way I'll give it a priority. Of course, you know, as Mr. Prosperity, if you want to have a private reading with me, and you'd rather have a private reading with me, and you'd rather spend more money to have a private reading with me, I have no problem with that at all. Or as one of the women in Jennifer Lopez's I Love You Papi video says, at oil. I love what she says that. At oil. And the fact that I can laugh without hacking my lungs out means that I am getting better. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Goddess. Thank you, Goddess. I know nobody likes to be sick, but you want to know something that's not entirely true. I remember reading in one of Catherine Ponder's prosperity books that some people actually enjoy being poor and being sick. I still don't understand that. But, you know, some people, oh, duh, some people love playing the victim. That's why I couldn't understand that, because I don't love playing the victim anymore. Got it. Okay. With that being said, YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. Thank you for honoring Catland and all they do too. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to my already existing subscribers. I have already exceeded 1,600 views, which is, I gotta admit, that's pretty fucking awesome. That really is, because I currently have under 100 videos. Most of them are more than 20 minutes long, including this one. And I don't make videos every day. And I've only been actively making videos for under 9 to 10 months or so. And I only began making my first video about 1.5 years ago or so. So the fact that I've accomplished so much is pretty freaking cool. Pretty freaking cool. Oh, let me just say it the way I want to say it. Pretty fucking awesome. Okay. Thank you, YouTube. I wish all of you many blessings. And I look forward to feeling completely well again. Pardon me. And looking pretty again. Soon. And good night. Oh, and yes. Comments, comments, comments. I love comments. I love receiving comments. Makes me happy. Motivates me to make more time to make more videos. There are more videos coming up. Truly, the fact that I pray before I record a video makes a huge difference, because I feel very alive right now, and I do not feel exhausted making this video, which is a humongous blessing and an amazing miracle, because I pour so much of my energy and my magic into my videos that sometimes I tend to be exhausted after making one video. So the fact that I feel good right now is a blessing and a gift and a miracle. Okay. Thank you, YouTube, and good night.